I've been an air crash investigator for almost 2 years. I've investigated cases of engine fires, failures, clog-ups, engines catching fire, engines starting to smoke for no reason, pieces flying off like tails and wings, landing gears shattering on impact, like on the Besra, which that's still a big issue. The 747's size getting in the way, the Luxor's lack of capabilities, the Shamal's lack in popularity, the helicopters, their blades failing, their tail rotors snapping off. So yeah, we've had a lot of insane cases throughout the past year. It's actually been about 2 years since our last insane investigation. This was on, I believe this was on a C-130, which is the Titan in Grand Theft Auto 5, of which I've been a Grand Theft Auto 5 air crash investigator for almost 2 years, of which I've now been an air crash investigator for almost a year. Well, at least for almost full year. Well, pretty much full year, but you know what I mean. So, as an air crash investigator, I've been working with the Grand Theft Auto 5 NTSB for over a year and a half now, and I've been climbing up the promotions. I've been going to each wreck site for clues, for finding the cause of the crash, and for us just grabbing the flight data recorder and the cockpit voice recorder and just listening to the cockpit voice recorder, and especially for us to actually hear what actually happened inside the cockpit and the cabin when the crash occurred. And while the flight data recorder, we have been observing the flight data recorders to find out the cause of the crash. But the cases have been coming up empty recently, and it's actually been about 2.5 months since we last had a pretty bad air crash case to investigate. We have not had a crash to investigate in almost 3 months. So it's been a long time since an insane crash has happened. And but the death tolls for these crashes were insane. They resulted in the 50s and even sometimes in the hundreds, and especially even in the thousands of deaths per air crash that we investigate almost every month. So yeah, our job here is very difficult because unlike the real life NTSB, the Grand Theft Auto 5 NTSB is always getting their hands full, and especially since most of the crashes have been taking place in the skies, and especially since there's a lot of jets flying over, which include Hydras, lasers, buzzards, Savages, Valkyries, Swifts, Super Velitos, and just all those kind of aircraft. So, and I'm hoping that someday that I'll get back in the field and get back to investigate more air crashes. And I'm just hoping that once my suspension is lifted on the 22nd, I'll get back into investigating these cases.